infamous words from Brian Langell, coach of the New England Patriots. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Which of those will come into play tonight is yet to be seen. At Sports Authority Field, at Mile High, 5,280 feet above sea level, the atmosphere's a little thinner, but it sure doesn't feel that way tonight, folks. 76,000 people packing this stadium, sold-out event, as every Broncos home game has been since its inception in 2001. This streak goes back to before it was Sports Authority Field, all the way back to 1970. That's 48 years of sold-out crowds and still going strong, packed in here tonight, standing room only. The Patriots on an 8-game winning streak have not lost yet this year, and the Broncos a miserable 2-6. As we watch New England kick off to Denver, well over their head, and they will take it from the 25 to start this game. There's Brian Langell on the sidelines. All business, Brian. The only undefeated team now. We'll see the initial snap here. And there it is. Osweiler takes it with a handoff, booking it through, getting through everybody. He's at the 40, the 30, the opening play, the 20, the 10, before he's finally brought down at the 7-yard line. A 68-yard opening play. This is TPCFL, folks. Welcome to the big game. My blood is pumping already. I am ready for this game. Brock Osweiler, 1,600 yards and 9 throwing touchdowns on the year. As we see him line up behind the center, one man in the backfield, a handoff to that man who makes it up to about the 4-yard line before being finally taken down. The red zone defense here is going to need to be rock solid if they're going to let runs go over 60 yards tonight. C.J. Anderson, 468 yards on the year, not including that 68er right there, and 3 rushing touchdowns. Denver not had a great year thus far, but they are a dangerous team as we watch Osweiler stand in the pocket, find a man wide open on the right side of the field, bringing in the catch, touchdown, Green. Denver taking an early lead on that small pass, 4 yards. But it's all they needed. As they kick for the extra point here is good. 7-0. I would have never predicted that's how this game would start. But here we are in just over a minute. Denver ahead by 7. The kick to the 1-yard line. We will see a return here from New England as they rush down the field to the 25-yard line. A great choice by Denver to kick it so deep, but make them return just a little bit more tired is their returner now. Tom Brady, of course, the GOAT himself. 1,800 yards, 14 touchdowns on the year, tied for 3rd for touchdowns, and the number 1 QB in rating as we see the fake handoff in the lateral to the left, rushing through a defender for the first down and a couple. 16 yards, Dion Lewis. Over 1,000 on the year, 15 rushing touchdowns, number 1 in rushing yards by almost 300 yards. This team does not screw around. They are number 1 in points with over 35 per game. Number 7 in total yards, 10 in average passing yards, 4 in rushing yards. So we see Brady drop back into the pocket, look around, find a man streaking, but it's knocked out of the air by a diving defender. A great defense there. If the Broncos are strong anywhere, it's their defense. They're number 5 in turnovers in the league with over 2 per game. And Todd Davis is the league leading tackler with 64. Brady looks around from the pocket, finds a man that's in the air, picked by another. Oh my God, it bounces off 3 players' fingertips, 2 Patriots and a Broncos before it finally falls to the ground dead. That was a very dangerous play. Todd Davis, as I mentioned, with the 64 tackles, well above anybody else. Plus, he's got 2 sacks in there. And Shelby Harris with 5 sacks of his own. Aqib Talib, 3 interceptions. Almost saw another one right there. Brady in the shotgun, running back behind him. Edelman out wide to the left, 2 out wide to the right. The snap, looking around from the pocket, finding Gronk for a great reception there. His first of the night and Brady's first of the night. And the Patriots are glad to have Gronk back. He was out for 3 weeks. When he went out, he was the leading receiver in yards and touchdowns. As we now see Brady in the I formation, went out wide to the left, Cooks to the right, and the handoff running behind his defender, but not making much ground as he can't get around his own men. A small gain of 2 takes us to 2nd and 8. This Patriots team, I could talk for the rest of the game about their accolades, and you know what? I probably will. Brady in the shotgun, the snap, waiting in the pocket, looking around, and throws it. There's a flag on the field. Possible pass interference here. Brian on the sidelines looks all smiles. It is pass interference. A classic Patriots move. Just toss the ball up and jump into a defender and hope for pass interference. It works for them all year long. Brady in the I formation. Edelman and Cooks out wide to the left, dropping back in the pocket, looking around, finding him wide open, streaking across the center. The reception is good on the 1 yard line, 2nd and inches. You cannot get much closer to that. You gotta believe if they get it in here, it's going for a touchdown, not a first. Tom Brady, Devlin behind him, Lewis out wide to the right, the handoff, punching it straight up the gut, and he's stopped. Devlin, for no gain, let's call it loss of a couple inches, as now it's a square 3rd and 1 on the 1 yard line. Brady in the eye, Edelman and Cook out to the left, Gronk on the line on the right, the snap, looking around, finding nobody, it's picked off in the end zone! Oh my God, and they run it out to about the 2 yard line. Let's call it the 1, that's where they spot it. Denver with a huge stop in the red zone. They must have been watching Johnson's games lately. Now taking it from inside the 1 yard line. In the I formation, Osweiler with the snap, the handoff, fake. Looking around, he has time. He finds a man open, but throws it wildly out to his left. If he had caught that, he would have been in great field position. 10, maybe 15 yards as you look at this all-star Patriots defense. Number 16 in pass yard defense. Number 2 in rush yard defense. This is a hard team to run against. Although you wouldn't know it from that opening drive. From the 1 yard line, Osweiler handoff in his own end zone, booking it up the middle, out just to the right of the defensive line. He's now over 500 rushing yards on the year as Anderson. And the first down from the 11 yard line after a 10 yard run. Anderson to the left, 2 out wide to the left, 2 out wide to the right. Osweiler making a call on the run, and he's wide open with the rush play. There was nobody on the defensive line there. Langell cursing on the sidelines. Now from the 25-yard line, back-to-back first down plays. 1st and 10, one man to his right. 2 out wide to the left, 1 out wide to the right. The snap, waiting in the pocket, looking around, finding a man on the sideline who gets forward for a couple of steps before he's spun down, out of bounds with a 1-yard gain. The pass game has not been as effective for Denver so far tonight, but the run game has been unstoppable. Osweiler in the shotgun. The snap, the handoff, finding a wide open gap and getting through, stutter stepping before finally being dragged down. There's an injury on the field, but it's also a first down, 100 yards so far for Denver, and the first isn't even over yet. A 12-yard pickup there. Anderson padding his stats tonight. Osweiler tight end on the center, 3 and tight on the right, a man in the backfield, 1 out wide to the left, the handoff, spinning around a defender, what a beautiful move, before he's dragged down by a defensive lineman for a gain of 3. Even when they have nothing, they're making something. Directly behind the center, the period expires, and what a fierce one it has been. 6 minutes here in the second from the 42-yard line, 2nd and 7. Detroit is in command with the ball and the lead, 7-0 right now. Osweiler in the shotgun, taking the snap, the handoff, and nowhere to go. He's still fighting, and the whistle's blown before he's dragged down. Anderson is not having any shit tonight. 3rd and 5 now. A 1-yard gain, probably the hardest yard gain tonight. From the shotgun's Osweiler. Receivers out wide, the snap, and a beautiful pass to a man just standing wide open for the first down. 3 for 4 tonight's Osweiler for 20 yards and a throwing touchdown. And there's Henderson with his first reception of the night for 15 yards. He's got 456 on the year. Now we'll say over 470. Osweiler with a handoff, nobody around. He jukes through, wheels around a defender before he's brought down from the side after a 6-yard pickup. And Brian Langell on the sidelines is beside himself. His hands are in the air. I would not want to be in this Patriots locker room as halftime approaches. Osweiler directly behind the center. The snap, the fake throw, the handoff. A little juke move gets around a defender with the lag. Just enough time for the defender to run past. And another first down for Denver. They are having their way. They did their research. You gotta think, is it possible that the Mile High Stadium and this thin atmosphere is causing some damage to this New England Patriots strong team as we watch a pickoff? Oh my God, at the 4-yard line, it's picked off and being returned. A juke move spinning through a defender. Malcolm Butler with an interception. That is exactly what Brian Langell needed right now. That's the New England Patriots we know. And Brady, ready in the I formation. Edelman out wide to the left. Cooks on the right. Gronk on the line tight. The snap, waiting in the pocket, has time. Finds a man streaking before finally being dragged down at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. That's over 750 yards on the night, or on the season for Cooks. Same formation with Gronk on the left side now. The snap, waiting in the pocket, has all day plus an extra defender. Looking around, finds him wide open, way down the field, pushing through 2 defenders before 2 more come in and chop him down on the legs, but not before he picks up some serious yardage, 42, bringing us to 1st and 10. Now on the 11-yard line, Denver picked off in the end zone at the 1-yard line on their last drive of the Patriots. We'll see how they play this one a little different. Brady dropping back in the pocket, finding it wide open, and the touchdown! What a beautiful play. Cooks pulling that one in. And Brian Langell breathing a sigh of relief as he ties the game with just under 3 minutes left to play here in the half. They will kick it back out to Denver. Maybe this game a bit more than Brian bargained for. You give Denver an inch, they're going to take a mile. New England kicks it back off to the 3-yard line. There will be a return here, bringing it back, running into a defender who is dragged down at the 21-yard line. A 17-yard return gives us 1st and 10 with 2:45 left on the clock here in the half. We have the 2-minute warning, plus both teams have their 3 timeouts. Osweiler directly behind the center. Thomas out wide to the right. A man in the backfield. It's handed off to the man in the backfield who rushes forward and picks up some yards. Anderson running all over this Patriots defense tonight with 4-yard pickup there. Now on the 25-yard line. The Patriots looking for a stop here on 2nd and 6. 2 out wide to the left, 1 out wide to the right. The halfback takes the handoff, rushing into his own man and gets caught up and can't make it around him. So he does not pick up the first, but he does pick up another 4. And if he keeps running it like this, he's not going to have any problems. So we reach the 2-minute warning. Third and 2. It's all knotted up at 7. 2 minutes left in the half from the 29-yard line. Osweiler with 1 man in the backfield, 1 out wide to the left, 2 out wide to the right, a man in tight on the line. The snap, the pass is good, and he picks up the first down. 4 for 6 tonight is Osweiler. He's thrown a touchdown, but he's also thrown an interception. Malcolm Butler coming up with a big one that did net them 7 at a time they really needed it. The clock continuing to tick, now below 1:45. Osweiler in the shotgun, takes the snap, waiting, looking, has all day long, finding a man on the sideline. Could he drag his toes? They give it to him. 2nd and inches now. Henderson looking for a big night tonight. Maybe take him up over 550, 600 yards on the season. The snap, waiting in the pocket, looking around, finding a man who jumps for the ball, bringing it in, and he's hit at the 47-yard line. The hurry-up offense after a first down. The snap, waiting in the pocket, looking around, finding a man on the sideline open, driving forward, picking up another 3-4 yards. What a great play by Denver there. On the hurry-up offense, picking up 23 yards. And that brings them to the 24-yard line. Just over a minute left to play here in the half. 1st and 10. Tie game. 2 out wide to the left, 1 to the right. Anderson in tight on the left side. Osweiler waiting in the pocket, looking around, has plenty of time. Finding a man open on the sideline who gets out of bounds to stop the clock. 2nd and 1 again, now on the 15-yard line. Denver having no problems getting down the field. Lots of small gains, 2-3 plays, getting the first down, moving the chains and keeping on going, finding a man open on a little turn route, and he is clobbered. The timeout called by Denver after a huge hit in the knees, but a 10-yard pickup, bringing us to 1st and goal on the 5-yard line. Denver with 2 timeouts. Patriots with all 3. You do not want to give the Patriots half a minute and 3 timeouts to march down the field. Might as well be 3 hours. The snap, waiting in the pocket, finding a man. Oh, he had him open, but throws it ahead of him. Incomplete. Malcolm Butler on tight on the defender, and he just couldn't get around him in time to get in position for that play. Osweiler missing wildly to the right. 2nd and goal now from the shotgun. 5 yards to go. The Patriots line shifts. There's a play and no reception as it flies over the receiver's head. 3rd and goal now. 5 yards needed for Denver. The Patriots' red zone defense looking good as we see them running all around. Osweiler, 2 out wide to left, 3 to the right. The snap, looking around, has time, finds a man open, who receives it. Touchdown! His first receiving touchdown with 42 seconds left here in the half. And that's what they needed to keep their momentum alive. The Patriots, for what it's worth, with some great red zone defense, knocking down 2. But not enough to stop Denver from scoring, as it's now 14-7. The kickoff to the fringe of the return zone, of the end zone. It's being returned, and he's hit hard as he cuts to the left away from his defenders. And brought down at the 18-yard line. Lost about 7 potential yards there by not taking the knee. 38 seconds on the clock, all 3 timeouts. Patriots do not mind this position other than being down by 7. From their own 18-yard line, we see Brady directly behind the center, 1 out wide to the left, 2 to the right. Running back in the backfield, Gronkowski on the line. The snap, finding a man open again, just above the 40-yard line. A timeout is called. What a great play that was. 32 seconds left on the clock, now on the 42-yard line. First and 10, 1 out wide to the left, 1 out wide to the right. Gronk in on tight in the I formation. The snap, looking around in the pocket, fading, finding a man open again who spins through 2 tackles. He almost took off there, but stumbled finally with just too much momentum downward to the ground. What a huge pickup that was. Another first down now on the 28-yard line in the I formation. The snap, waiting around in the pocket, finding the same man open again. That same play 3 times in a row has run them all the way down the field from the 18-yard line, now on the enemy 4-yard line with 9 seconds left in the half, trailing by 7. New England wants to score here. They have 1 timeout left. 1st and goal in the I formation, 2 out wide to left. Gronk in tight on the line, looking around, finding his man. Touchdown! No! Oh my God, he dropped the ball. I could have sworn that was in. 2nd and goal now. 5 seconds left on the clock. New England still has their timeout. From the 4-yard line, all his men in tight. Devlin and Lewis in the backfield. 1 directly behind, 1 trailing to the right. The snap, looking around, has time, throws it up in the air, and it's bobbled around in the end zone, leaving 1 second left on the clock in the half. 1 play left. Patriots trailing by 7 going into the half. Statistics will tell you if you're trailing going into the half, your chances of winning are very severely diminished. The Patriots setting up for the field goal kick, and it is good. As the period expires, the half is over. 10-14. I am not a betting man, and it's probably a good thing because I never would have bet on this outcome so far. Denver just running and passing all around New England's defense. So we watch the kickoff to the Patriots being returned, weaving left, right, before finally being brought down at the 26-yard line, picked up an extra yard. Both teams over 200 yards so far on the night. Man out wide to the left, one to the right. I formation, the fake handoff. Oh my God, the backwards lateral. But it does not fool the Broncos as he is brought down hard for a 6-yard loss. 2nd and 16 now. I formation with 2 out wide to the right. Gronk in tight on the line on the left. The fake handoff lateral, the same play in the opposite direction. He has all sorts of room. Makes a move and is finally brought down after the first down line. There's a flag on the play. Face mask on Denver. Denver, the 4th most penalized team in the league. 51 penalties now on the year for Denver. And here it's going to cost them big. The Patriots do pick up the first down on their own on a great run play that had just not worked for them. They try it again. Now on their own 47-yard line, 1st and 10, trailing by 4. New England has the ball. 5 minutes left here in the third. The snap, the fake handoff, the fake pass, and it's thrown in the air and picked off. Denver's returning the ball before finally being dropped down. And Talib with an interception on the night. That's his 4th on the year. He's now in the same bracket as Stephon Gilmore from the Patriots with 4 interceptions. And Denver with the lead and the ball in great field position. The 42-yard line, a handoff, and he is crushed. Anderson's had a great night running tonight, but not there. From the shotgun, Osweiler. 1 out wide to the left, 3 in on the line, and the man in the backfield is handed off to the running back, who gets forward, stumbles through a block, and is finally brought down for a small gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. These small gains have been working for the Denver Broncos. 3 wide to the left, 1 on the right. The snap, waiting in the pocket, finding his man wide open on the right sidelines before finally being dragged down. There's a flag on the field. The receiver motions that it was a face mask. And it was. Stephon Gilmore, as soon as I say his name, coming up with a penalty. Patriots not known for their penalties. But here, New England and Denver trading them. Last penalty on Denver resulted in the next play an interception. We'll see what happens here. So the halfback gets the ball and is finally dragged down for what I'm going to say is a loss. A loss of 3 there. A sad reminder, Dante Hightower up there on your screen right now. He's not in this game as he's still injured. Very, very strong defender in Hightower. Patriots are missing him for sure. You have 2 out wide to the left, 1 to the right. The snap, the handoff, and he is brought down quickly. The run game, as the Patriots do in the second half, adjusting and stopping. 3rd and 15 after a loss of 2 there. 3 minutes left on the clock here in the third from the 38-yard line. Denver with the ball in the lead. In the shotgun, takes the snap, looks around for a pass, has plenty of time. Great blocking in the front field. Oh my God! And as I say that, Harris comes in for a sack. What a great play. Wow. Patriots coming up with a huge stop there, driving them back to the 46-yard line. 4th and 24 now. Denver has no choice but to punt it here. The punt out, a very good one. Going out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Could have had a little more distance on it. But not giving them a chance to return is not a bad idea. Brady will get the ball again. I formation, no receivers out wide. Oh, and the play shifts as he calls an audible. No longer the I, a snap, waiting in the pocket, looking around, finding a man open. What a great play as he runs through 1, 2, 3 men before a fourth comes in and drags him down by the shoulders. What great sportsmanship we see there as one of Denver's guys on the sideline picks up a Patriots offensive man who just made a 19-yard reception and then walks away from his own defender. I formation now. Brady 2 out wide to the right. Gronk in on the line on the left. The fake handoff lateral pass. Spinning through a defender before being knocked over hard. For a loss of 1. 2 losses and 1 huge pickup so far with that play. We've seen it a lot in many different games for the Patriots this season. Denver leading by 4, 2nd and 11 now. Lewis to Brady's right, 2 out wide to the left, the snap, looking for a man, finding one on the sideline, and is picked off again! Turning around and booking it down the sideline. Nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, pick 6. His 5th interception of the year. Talib his 2nd in the game. This one brought back for 6 points, and the kick makes it 7. $21-10 now with just over a minute left in the third. The kick to the Patriots at about the 1-yard line is being returned, weaving left, then right, then dropped hard by 2 men. The Patriots need to get something going here. They're a late period game team typically. Comebacks are their specialty. From the shotgun, Brady finds a man and throws it. It's incomplete. There's a flag on the play. More pass interference? It is indeed pass interference on Von Miller for the 2nd time tonight. New England now on the 38-yard line after that pass interference. I formation, Edelman out very wide to the left, Cooks on the right, Gronk in tight on the line on the right. Dropping back into the pocket is Brady, finding a man open on a streak from the right to the left, being wrapped up by 3 men as another dives over the receiver. Gronkowski is brought to the ground. 234 yards for Brady on the night after a 24-yard gain there from the 37-yard line now. 1st and 10. Devlin directly behind Brady, who's behind the center. Lewis out to the right. Allen, Bennett, Gronk all on the line with a long trailing line to the left. Letting the play clock and the game clock tick, tick, tick down. The snap, the pass is good for a pickup before Gronk is immediately brought down. But 16 yards is a great play. The Patriots letting the period expire. Clock management, something Brian Langell is very good at. But right now, the clock is not his friend as he's trailing by 11. Brady in the eye, 2 men out to the right. Gronk on the line on the left. That lateral fake as he brings it down the line for the first down. Dion Lewis, 6 rushes, 44 yards on the night. A 15-yard pickup there. Now 7 yards to go till they score another. 1st and goal. The clock continues to tick here in the 4th. 5.5 left. I formation, the snap, looking around. Has time, finds a man open. Touchdown! What a beautiful play that was. Well designed and well executed. Brady knew right where he was going, and he made it happen. These receivers are so sure-handed, they very rarely drop balls. Going for 2 now. This is a very large play. It could be a turning point here. I formation, Brady the snap, finding his man on the quick route, and it's good. An extra 2 points instead of the 1. No need for the net, boys. That's 2. That makes it a field goal separating them now. 18-21, the Patriots will kick it back to Denver. Way to the back of the end zone. It's received and knelt. They will take it from the 25. Not bad position for them to be in with the lead. 5:28 left in the quarter. 5:28 left in the game. Directly behind the center now. Osweiler, Anderson in the backfield, 2 out wide to the left, 1 to the right. The handoff has plenty of room to run and runs directly into a defender for some reason and is brought down now for a gain of 8, a great gain for their run, especially given the stat you just saw that the Patriots are the number 2 rush defense in the league. You wouldn't believe it tonight. Anderson has had his way. The snap, the handoff, and he's immediately brought down for a loss. 133 yards on the night for C.J. Anderson, with -4 there. 3rd and 7 now from the 28-yard line. The snap, waiting in the pocket, looking around, has time, finds a man absolutely wide open who again runs directly towards a defender when he had the left side of the field wide open. But it's still 16, and the chains keep moving. The clock keeps ticking as the offense decides to wait in their huddle a little bit. I formation now, under 4 minutes left to play here. The handoff, he's hit, spins forward through a defender, but no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 1 out wide to the left, 2 to the right. Man in the backfield directly behind the center is Osweiler. He takes the snap, the handoff, rushing forward into a defender, picking up a couple of yards. 2 is where they spot it. Now on the 47-yard line, 3rd and 7. This looks like a very familiar position for Denver to be in. They're keeping this clock ticking. Now heading quickly towards less than 3 minutes to play. In the shotgun, the snap, the fake handoff, waiting, running to his right, finding a man on the sideline who, it's no good. Barely does not drag his toes. Maybe a challenge situation, but it does not look like Detroit will throw that flag. 4th and 7 means a punt, and the Patriots breathe a sigh of relief as their defense comes up with the stop there. Very deep. Now the 16-yard line. Not a bad punt again. The Patriots trail by 3. 2:58 left on the clock from their own 16-yard line. 1st and 10 with the ball. All their timeouts in the I formation. Brady with the snap, the fake handoff, lateral pass, making it out to the left, ducking around a defender. A second, he has all day. He's running forward. There's a flag on the field. The 20, the 10, touchdown, runs the length of the field from the 16-yard line, diving around 2 defenders with a beautiful spin moves. Oh my God, and it's holding on the offense. Cooks with a hold, and that ball is coming all the way back, plus a loss. Instead of 6 points, is 1st and 17 from their own 9-yard line. That is not the break Brian needed right there. But this is the time when the man Langell makes things happen. I formation, the snap, looking around in the pocket, staying out of his own end zone, finding a man open, streaking, and he is hit very hard. Looked like a possible horse collar there. Flag on the field. Face mask. Talib with 2 interceptions on the night and now causing a 15-yard penalty and the first down. 1st and 10 now for the Patriots. They did not bring in the reception on that play, but 15 yards will do it. From the 24-yard line, the snap, waiting in the pocket, looking around as time, finds a man streaking, dodging around a defender. What a beautiful play. Dodging around 2 more as the defender comes in and blocks for him on the 10, the 5. Touchdown. No flags on the field on this one, folks. What a play, Gronkowski. That big man can hustle. Here we see the replay. He's caught up between 2 defenders, but his own man comes in from behind. As Gronk just stays on his feet, they knock him loose, and he runs the length of the field. The Patriots with the extra point, and it is good. 82 yards on that single play. It took him 29 seconds to run the length of the field. 25-21. Langell, call him Mr. Clutch. Heading rapidly towards the 2-minute warning here. 2:29 left. The kickoff back to Denver. Denver's had a great night on offense tonight from the 10-yard line. He will return this, running through, dodging around the first defender, but being dragged down at the 28-yard line. Not bad. This is the time when New England needs to come up with something big. A stop here is absolutely crucial. This is not the Denver we saw in their last game against the Eagles, which ended 7-20. Denver with the ball, all their timeouts, 2:24 left on the clock, handoff, rushing through 2 defenders, a third, before being dragged down for a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 now. The Patriots, the number 1 power ranking, the number 1 top offense and the number 5 top defense, and Denver holding their own tonight, though I can't read off any of their accolades like that. The 2-minute warning here. Holy crap, this game. New England's undefeated 8-game win streak is on the line here. They're leading by 4, but Denver has the ball, all 3 timeouts, 2 minutes left on the clock from the 31-yard line. 2nd and 7, the snap, waiting in the pocket, has plenty of time, looking downfield, and he's sacked as a man gets around a defender and brings him down for a 10-yard loss. 3rd and 18 now, the hurry-up offense calling the play on the field. As Green finally makes it back to the line of scrimmage and sets up, waiting, standing idly in the pocket, finding a man, plenty enough for a first down. More hurry-up offense, 1:35, the clock keeps ticking down. Osweiler sets up, 2 out wide to the left, 1 to the right, a man right next to him, the snap, waiting in the pocket, finding another man, oh my god, and he gets around the defender. A beautiful spin move, but he's dragged down. And New England calls a timeout. This hurry-up offense, devastating. Hightower, it looks like he is back. I was under the impression he was out this game, but he's got 3 tackles on the night. $1:20 left on the clock. From the 31-yard line, trailing by 4. Denver in the shotgun. 2 out wide to the left, 1 to the right. Anderson in nicely right next to him on the right. The snap, finding Anderson out to the right. Dodging around 2 defenders, but there's a third. Harris picks up a big hit. Osweiler rushing them to the line again. In the shotgun, the snap, looking around, finds a man open, streaking for a first down. The clock ticking below a minute now. More hurry-up offense. This Denver offense is relentless. 1st and 10 now, trailing by 4. Denver with the ball, looking, finds a man in the end zone, touchdown! Oh my God, and the lead flips back. This hurry-up offense not wasting any time as we watch the selfie by the receiver who scores there. I'm excited. This crowd is alive tonight. Don't try and get a hot dog. Every single person is watching this game. The kickoff to the end zone being returned, but being dragged down hard at the 21-yard line. 43 seconds left in this game. New England, trailing by 3, has 2 of their timeouts. They need something huge here. In the shotgun, 1 out wide to left, 2 to the right. Gronk on the line on the right, and the man in the backfield waiting. Brady trailing to the right, finding his man who is hit very hard. There's an injury on the field. It's not Gronk, which I can only imagine after dropping that pass, Brian Langell is able to breathe. 2nd and 10 now. In the I formation, 1 out wide to the left. Cooks on the right, very wide. The snap, waiting in the pocket, looking around, finding a man. It's a dangerous play. Oh my goodness, that was almost picked, but it was almost received at the same time. But instead, nothing happens. Cannon with some muscle cramps. He can return to the game, but there's not much game left. 33 seconds left on the clock. The Patriots need to score here. 3rd and 10. I formation. Brady drops back in the pocket, looks around, finds his man for a first down, spinning, but being brought down. Clock continues to tick down. The hurry-up offense, 2 timeouts for the Patriots. They're down by 3. Brady, I formation again. 15 seconds left on the clock. The snap, waiting in the pocket, trailing to the left, and it's knocked out of the air. Dead ball, dead clock, 11 seconds from the 43-yard line. That's a long ways to go in just a short amount of time. But New England has 2 timeouts, and they are expert craftsmen when it comes to that. They just need to get close enough for the field goal. 2nd and 10, the snap, looking around, finding a man, and it's dropped. He's not able to come up with it after some more great pass defense by Denver with a 3-point lead. The Patriots, their 8-game undefeated streak on the line. 7 seconds left to play. The snap. Brady in the pocket finds a man open. It's caught. First down. Timeout. 2 seconds left on the clock from the 39-yard line. This game has my blood pumping. A very, very long field goal. Timeout called by Denver, trying to ice this kicker. A very long field goal attempt here. We watched an 8-yarder get missed for a tie game. John Z.V. Slippy in the last game of the week. Here comes a huge one to tie the game with 2 seconds left. It's going up. And it's good! Oh my God, as the clock expires, the Patriots tie the game. We're going to overtime. The undefeated streak stays alive for at least a few moments more. Wake up your kids, wake up your wife, wake up your cat. It's time to watch the end of this one. 28-all. Overtime. The Patriots win the toss, choose to receive. Four minutes set on the clock. Each team reset with 2 timeouts. Kick to the 1-yard line. This one will be returned. driving down the field, getting plenty of great tackles and weaving through. Edelman, there's a flag on the play. Holding on New England on Gronkowski after a great run forward. This one is brought back now from their own 15-yard line. New England will set up for this drive. 2 out wide to the left, I formation. Brady with the snap, the fake handoff, lateral. It fools him, these spins, but does not quite get around the defender who read that spin and read that play. A loss of 2. That play seems to either net a loss or huge gains. 2nd and 12 now. 3.5 left in this overtime period from the 14-yard line. All tied up in overtime. The snap, the pass, and it's swatted out of the air. The pass defense tonight for Denver. They are on their game. Single coverage on Gronk, and he just can't come up with it. I formation again, still 12 yards to go. Now 3rd down from the 14-yard line. Defense calling an audible. The snap, waiting in the pocket is Brady, finding a man out deep, but it's dropped again into double coverage. Now 4th and 12 from the 14-yard line. The Patriots won the coin toss, but couldn't make anything happen after a big... It all started with that hold by Gronkowski. And from there, it's ending here in a 3-and-out. Allen with a punt. A great punt. Plenty of hang time. A man coming in fast for the Patriots, and he absolutely demolishes the returner. 1st and 10 now. 3:11 left on the clock here in overtime. Tie game, 28-all. Both teams have their timeouts from the 26-yard line. Osweiler sets up with a long trailing to the right defensive line. 1 out wide to the left, 1 in the backfield. Takes the snap, the fake handoff, looking around, has time, finds a man on the sidelines, but he is nowhere near in as his second foot steps about a yard out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now. The Patriots defense needs to be on their game. Both teams have let up massive yardage. Denver significantly more. The snap, the handoff, he spins when he has a gap and is hit hard. Anderson's had a great night in the first half, but this second hasn't been able to get much going as he loses 2 on that one. 3rd and 12 now. Waiting in the shotguns, Osweiler, the snap, looking around, spinning out to the left, has room, throwing on a jump, and it's nowhere near anybody. On the Patriots sideline, it almost hits a cameraman. That's a 3-and-out. Both these defenses doing their jobs here in overtime. In a minute and a half, both teams have gone 3-and-out as we see a punt from the Broncos. It goes out of bounds. It will not be returned. A little bit of a scuffle there between Patriots return team and Denver's kicking team. Tensions are running high. I formation, 2 out wide to the left. Patriots take the snap. The fake, he runs. Oh, it's glitched into his arm. And he's sacked after the play action handoff fake for a loss of 4. Talib with his 3rd tackle, and this one's a sack. 2nd and 14. Talib has been all over the place here tonight. 2 interceptions, a sack, multiple tackles. In the shotgun, the snap. Brady looking around, has some time, looking around still, looking very deep, and it's caught. Gronkowski over the head of the defender. What a huge play. 2-minute warning, 1:55 left on the clock. In enemy territory, the 40-yard line. It's all knotted up here in overtime at 28 apiece. I formation, one out wide to the left, one out wide to the right. Brady takes a snap, a handoff to the right. He's rushing forward, but is caught up on his lineman. Dion Lewis, 8 rushes, 44 yards. Not a great night. As Harris comes up with that tackle, that's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Just over 1:30 left in this overtime period. 2 out wide to the left, I formation otherwise. Brady letting the clock continue to tick. The snap, the lateral backwards. There's plenty of men to block. What a beautiful little juke move to get around the first man, but the second one was not fooled. It does net him a couple extra yards. 5 on that. Run play. 3rd and 3 now. Langell needs a first down. From the 33-yard line, the Patriots' 8-game undefeated streak on the line. One play could end this game at any moment as we watch a snap, dropping back in the pocket, finding his man streaking. What a great play. Timeout called by Denver. 1st and 10 now after a great streak play with 1:10 left on the clock in overtime. From the 16-yard line, Langell sets up for a field goal. The kick, it's set, waiting for the snap. The crowd is screaming. The play clock continues to tick here. The suspense is absolute murder. A tie game at 28. The snap, the kick is good. 31-28. And that'll do it here tonight. What an amazing game. If you thought this could be any closer, you are wrong. This is the high-octane football we expect from the TPCFL. We expect from the best team in the league right now a perfect 9-0. Look at that. We knew it would be a high-scoring game. Almost 60 points all combined. 420 passing yards. Wow. Osweiler had a great night for completions, but you can't keep up with the yardage of Tom Brady. What an outstanding game. You want to find out when the next game is? Twitter.com/TPCFL. Find out when we're going live. Hear about other happenings. TPCFL.com. You can find out the schedule. Find out when the Patriots' next game is. Check out what next week's game of the week will be. And of course, you have the 1st and 10 podcast, hosted by none other than the Patriots owner, Brian Langell himself, and the Super Bowl winning Kiv Style. I want to thank you guys for tuning in here tonight. This has been some amazing football. I'm glad I was here. You are glad you were here. And I hope all of you have an amazing night.